Hey, what's up guys, this is Liam or Weagle commentating for the Overpowered channel, and this time I've got you guys a 203 to 1 solo game here on Black Ops 2. I hope you very much enjoy it. What you may notice is that this is an old gameplay. Although we like to keep stuff fresh on Overpowered, this time we decided it would be a good idea to show you a solo 200 plus, because I know most of you won't have seen this anyway, and I also really wanted to talk about the history of Black Ops 2. So this being an old gameplay, guys, I will tell you now that there are some extremely low levels in this, but it is solo and it wasn't a reverse boosted gameplay. However, I do want to talk about reverse boosting, how stuff like that affected me and how it changed YouTube, and really go through it and how much it's evolved and why I think the game, you know, is pretty much on its last legs, isn't it? It's thereabouts over, and I thought it'd be interesting. So if you could drop us a like, guys, and let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section once I've actually talked through the whole thing and gone through what I've covered, so then we can kind of compare our opinions. So I mean, we'll start at the start of Black Ops 2. Everyone had been running a lot of support in MW3, and it was really nice for people to be playing some solo stuff again, to be just running in, going ham on their own, or maybe with a buddy. It was good to see. And you know, there was me, Fearcrads, Benny, Joe, and I think a couple of US guys got 100 pluses fairly quickly, even before the game came out, against the sweaty people. Of course we're sweaty as well, but you know, they were sweaty too, so we're all sweaty bastards together. But that's what it was. It was just solo going ham, and it was fun, it was enjoyable, it was great. And then the next thing you knew, boom, there's a 200 plus all of a sudden, and I was like, oh god, the 200 plus is possible, and it was on PS3. Personally, I didn't go to PS3 just then. I carried on with Xbox. I was doing 100 plus non-lethals solo and stuff like that round about in December, that kind of thing, and it didn't take off. I did it at the wrong time. I should have waited till a few months later, and then maybe that would have benefited me more, but that's what I was doing at the time. You know, I did really well on it, and then there were a bunch of 200 pluses coming out on PS3, so it come to the point where me and a few other YouTubers bought the PS3, thought we'd go for a 200 plus, which proved to not be as easy as we thought. We thought, you know, how are people doing this? No, we were getting the late 180s, 170s, some 190 kill games, but we couldn't quite get the 200 plus, and then it was coming to people who were doing this reverse boosting, which I would be lying if I said I didn't try that out. I didn't do it, and I did try it for a couple of weeks, uploaded a few gameplays, and a lot of people did. And it got to the point, and I will mention, by the way, that this gameplay wasn't reverse boosted, but I had touched upon it. However, I didn't do too much sitting there in the lobbies, you know, letting my stats get raped. There was so many tricks, guys, that a lot of people don't know about and that still work on PS3 to get easy lobbies. There was reverse boosting, of course, which I'm pretty sure most people touched upon. There was actually copying stats from someone with bad stats just to try and get lobbies, and that worked as well. There's also another one that is very easy to do that still works. I will not mention it because, again, I don't think it's right. And I switched straight back to the Xbox side of things. I went back to it. I started playing in more parties to get the 200 pluses, and I enjoyed the game more and more from then on. And then, of course, you had 300 pluses, and then when it got to the point where reverse boosting didn't really matter anyway, a lot of people, you know, were shunning it. If you was uploading reverse boosted, you really weren't going to get any recognition. I knew that, a lot of people knew that, and then some people couldn't live without reverse boosting, and you know, they're not uploading anymore. And I think that was a good thing, and I really hope Ghosts goes the same way. I'm not going to talk about Ghosts because I did that last time, but I really want it to be concentrated on solo stuff. But just the way the standards changed, the way people got gameplay was absolutely crazy, because there's just so many ways on PS3. I mean, even if you had a new account, that's why I set up some new accounts, was you would just find better lobbies for unless you played, you know, up to a day. And because it's free on PS3 as well, I mean, that's what they were doing. People could just set up accounts and get gameplay, and that's what happened. Whereas on Xbox, it really didn't work so well. It just didn't get the same effect, you know, as you could say. And everything just went crazy. There were 200 pluses everywhere. Everything got done way too early. Support came in too early. And on the Overpowered channel, guys, when Ghosts comes out, we're going to be setting the standards for gameplays if we can. We're going to try and just do solo. We don't want to see any of the support stuff. We don't want any kind of reverse boosting stuff. And you know, people change their opinions. People make mistakes. A lot of people did reverse boost for a very long time, and then they have proven they are still good players. And then the ones that really did rely on it, they didn't get anywhere really. They did at first, then their channels just didn't thrive, and that's just how it ended for them. And I really hope Ghost doesn't go like that. I mean, the YouTube community, you may have seen lately, is very kind of bitter, and people are all arguing and whatever, and there doesn't seem to be much honesty. You know, there's no one that really would openly say, you know, I reverse boosted or I did this or whatever. And I know it's a shame, and people make mistakes, I think, and that's kind of what happens with quite a lot of people. No one will let anyone, you know, let anyone kind of off of anything on the internet for some reason. They won't. I don't know. I believe in second chances personally. Let me know what you think, guys. The game's changed so much. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you wanted to drop us a like on this overpowered upload, that'd be very much appreciated. That was a solo gameplay. Look at them noobs. But like I say, guys, it was just because it was such an old gameplay. I mean, I think it was late February, so there was a lot of noobs still hanging around then, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Let us know what you thought. Take care and peace, people.